Well, hello guys, and welcome to what is a World Series preview, a World Series show match between two of the very best 1v1 players in the game right now. That is Tumstep and TruCk. This is all sponsored by Jazz, and we have got a little icon at the bottom of the screen there, which is if you want to contribute to this year's World Series prize pool, you're more than welcome to do so, and I will send those funds over to, I believe it's Mr. Antipro, who's typically in charge of World Series prize funds. And yeah, hopefully this year we continue to grow the game and it becomes as big as ever. Last year surpassed previous years in terms of viewership, in terms of interest, in terms of sponsorship, and I think this year promises to do something similar. I think especially with the news of the source code release, potential new patch on the way, new viewers constantly joining the game. So it promises to be a really, really exciting year for Zero, the game we of course all love. We got Tomstep versus TruCk for you this evening. And we got to do a coin flip for the first map. So heads or tails, Tomstep. Have I got a coin lying around here? I'd like to do this the old-fashioned way. He calls heads. Give for a coin. Okay, here's one. Give me a second. I found a coin. You'll probably hear me rustling around. This is not even a pound, actually. This is a euro. Okay. Where's the actual head on it? There it is. So let's do a flip. And it is indeed heads. So, we will be using previous year's World Series map pool, with the exception of games 5 and 6 will be on a brand new map, the Ancient Killing Arena, and I will be doing a big announcement in the middle of the set, probably before we get to that new map. And I'm actually going to get Tomstep and TruCk on the call as well for that announcement. I'll ask the players if they want to in-out. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. I need to get a poll in the chat, actually. I've just come back from work. They wanna in-out so I can get the poll meanwhile. Tumstep, TruCk, off you go with your votes. So I think statistically, Tomstep's probably rank 3 right now, and TruCk is probably rank 4. So this should be fairly evenly matched. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Gunneer says, when do I want to upload the Grandmasters Tournament Grand Final? I have actually uploaded my entire POV to my channel membership. Maybe in some weeks I'll let that go public as well. We'll see, but it is actually on my channel membership. Yeah, so the channel members can see my POV from that. My food says it's unfair we can't see the coin. Well, if anything, I'd be trying to flip it in favour of my clanmate, right? And actually, Tomstep won the the call there. And we have an interesting matchup on this map to kick things off: a China versus Imp. Interesting. So, both of these players are mixing up their traditional colours. We start with the player in the green. It is GC Tumstep with the vanilla China. And down in the bottom left, in the red, with the China infantry, it is OE TruCk. Essential says, how many coins was that? Sounded like you raided the piggy bank. I was literally looking around my desk and I found this little bag here, which is apparently a bag full of euros. So whenever we were last in Europe, clearly saved those up. Couldn't find a pound coin for the life of me. So it did the job. It did the job. So TruCk's actually going for what looks like a helix here, whilst Tomstep himself is going for a Elix as well. I've seen Tomstep do this before, so he gets a helix out and he gets some ground units out as well. But this could be a pretty interesting one to kick things off. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, guys, make sure you hang around mid-set. We have an absolute belter of an announcement to make for you. Big, big news that we're going to have. Right, the lift helix is loaded up, but there's actually a helix and a gat out for Tomstep, so looking like a complete hard counter at the moment. And it seems like lift predicted a bit of an oil grab strat here, because he sent a minigunner to the oil, and these elixirs are in danger of colliding here. And another 2 gats are out behind this. So what is Lift's follow-up? Lift's follow-up is to add a war factory. Tomstep, meanwhile, looks like he wants to transition into some oils.
50 for you, 50 for WS.
Wow. Thank you, Einstein's Apples, who's already added a very generous donation there as well. And shout out to Einstein Apples, because he's actually very quietly does a lot of sponsored challenges as well. So thank you for that. I will forward that to Antipro, the treasurer. I think the treasurer of many years for World Series events. Hello, Tees, mate. Good to see you. And I would say advantage Tomstep so far. He's got a good gat network across the map here. The capture building upgrade is live. Lift is coming over with this Lix, and would you just evacuate this here? You should click on that to realise the capture building is live. Yeah, and he does. So, interestingly, that was only 5 units in there, so not the biggest commitment in the world from Lift. Meanwhile, Tomstep's actually made an error with his mix here, and Lift TruCk himself made an error. Albeit, I say that, he's actually killed the helix. I thought he was going to kill the dozer. That was the error I thought he did. But actually, I think you would be happy with that if you're Lift. He's also expanded here and here, and he's bunkering off this position, which looks like it's just in time, that bunker, if he gets in it. Tomstep tried to gun these down. The gats will notify Lift that there are units here, and he does just about manage to get a minigunner in there. Meanwhile, we have a gat pushing in on this downside as well. We actually have gats in 3 different locations here, so this is good harassment from Tomstep. But we also have an outpost here from TruCk. That Lix is cleaning up this gat. That outpost, and outposts are always typically a little bit like buggy. Is not not clear in this, and yeah, Lift is actually struggling with this 3-way harassment here. He does eventually clear it up, but Tomstep needed that because it's bought him time to get these 2 oils, throw down some extra supplies as well, and the MiGs are live. Now this is the thing about this map. The main supply, as you can see here, does mine out very, very quickly indeed. So the players are forced to expand a little bit on the map. That is a boo-boo from Lift there. Losing a full outpost to a flamer. Yeah, everybody who donates to the World Series gets listed, by the way. Both on the topic. That was a good unload from the troop caller. Took down a couple of MiGs. Licks will come by here and clean that up. Lotus is out for Lift. Oh, he's just picked the Lotus up. I think that is a misclick. Why would you pick the Helix up? Oh, wow. Actually, that is not a mistake. He's going to airlift it to the bottom oil. Well, that is a first. I have never, ever seen an Inflix transport carrier a Black Lotus to some oils, but you've got to argue that is definitely more efficient. So well done, Lift. That's the first creative thing you've done in your 0-hour career. Well done. Flamer does actually take down 2 trucks. It's amazing how the flame wall is Lift hunted. Oh, there's one dozer here. Yeah, it's amazing how the flame does really own trucks really hard. Lotus now going to capture that oil as well, and I think a wise unload from Lift Truck as well. But he did lose a dozer here. He has expanded there, but I think he realises that's his last dozer. He's sending it back now. Bit messy here from Tomstep. Loses another couple of MiGs as well. And that gap has been cleared up. Yeah, Tumstep's got a lot of work done with his Gatlings this game. No chain gun upgrade as of yet. A good evac from TruCk. Oh, but good MiGs and usage of the Helix from Tumstep. So both players trading blows at the moment. We have the single ECM poke. He's actually going to try and crush some units there. Bit of a misclick. He could actually clean all of that up. He's not paying attention. Now, where is the Lotus here? She got spotted. That would have been nice if Lift could have got on top of those oils there. And this Gat is still just denying the supplies here of Lift. So which position do you prefer at the moment? Lift with the 3 oils and the extra supply here. But Tumstep level 3 and Carpet is on the way. And is that going to be a dozer hunt? I think that might be. He would see this now and he is trying to move it. It's going to be close. Oh, why did he turn? Why did he turn? If he'd have driven it here, he would have avoided the Carpet. Yeah, he literally turned it. Why would you turn that there? Well, I think you have to say advantage Tumstep now. With artillery coming across the map. Lift is about to lose, I think, a good chunk of his production, is he? Oh, actually, no. Just the prop. So Tomstep with the level 1 artillery there opted to kill the propaganda. So Lift now will spam off 1 war factory, 2 war factories actually, 2 barracks and an airfield. And this is literally a case of hold the line for Tomstep. Frustrating for TruCk because he is now level 3, and I do think if he wasn't hunted with the general powers, he'd have enough to win this game. He still might. Tomstep's got to batten down the hatches and really keep Lift out here, and Lift needs to keep up the pressure. So interesting situation we're about to have on our hands. Those 2 artillery platforms are actually super annoying for any push coming through. There's a Vet 1 Helix there. A lot of minigunners being loaded in that. So it looks like Lift wants to take out some MiGs with that. He loses another troop crawler here. And he's continuing to put on the pressure. Bit of a slow retarget there, and a good clean up from Tumstep. Yeah, and considering Lift is hunted, I feel like there should be more pressure on Tumstep than there is, but hold that thought because in comes that minigunner Licks, and this might just reset every single MiG on the field now. It does. So the MiGs are now out of commission. Oh, why didn't he go in there? He is doing it now. But yeah, I mean, 6 or 7 minigunners in there would have been very annoying to clear up. Live flaming down those artillery platforms. One MiG has already been rebuilt, but a misclick. Tumstep feeling the pressure a little bit. And the pressure is in the capacity of Mass Flamer at the moment. Very nice game to kick things off. That is bad news for Lift Truck, so that is going to delete some of his production. Will it be here? That looks like a good target. It's actually on that one. So Tomstep playing it safe, maybe worried if he went deeper into the base of Lift that it would be shot down, but actually we can see the whole map. That would have been the juicier target. But has Tumstep been broken here is the question. Few gats remain. It's also pretty low on the economy because Lift has somehow managed to get that oil derrick as well. So that is Tumstep's last bit of economy. He's selling this supply. Trying to get his MiGs back up and running. Lift looks like he might be making another Helix here as well. And Lift, frustratingly for him, found the bunker there. If that outpost would have come around here, probably would have been quite nice for him. Another AFK flamer from TruCk here as well. Now, you know what? I feel like if Lift would have used his units just a little bit better, despite the hunt, I think this game by now would have already been over. We're still entering a tense point in the game where Lift is trying to finally break Tumstep here. Tumstep is doing his absolute best to hold on. That oil needs to go, and actually this could get on top of Lift here. So again, no micro with these units, but he perhaps is focusing on the units here. But if he'd have just combined some minigunners and outposts, you see here, not really microing them. I think he'd have just gunned down the flamer. Could have been GG, but Tomstep has forgotten about those units. Lift is trying to get on top of those MiGs. I think without those MiGs, Tomstep could be in a bit of trouble. But Lift has forgotten about his base here. And it's a flamer that comes out. So Lift has to win here with this Helix. Looks like there's too many gaps remaining for Tomstep. Lift not microing that Licks as well. And losing all his production. And look how close this game has been. More MiGs going down. That is the MiGs out of commission, but oh no. And the RT will be surely the nail in the coffin here. Oh wow, the RT is being used defensively. Tumstep is that worried in losing his CC. His last dozer's actually here if he loses that CC. Oh, the RT. Ah. Oh my. There is one more damaged Licks, but what is he doing? He's just losing his base to one flamer. Oh my word. I think lived through that in the end. In more ways than one. The dozer hunt, the micro on the units, and then letting that flamer clean up his base. There's the eco at the end, but there is the story of this match. The loss kill ratio heavily in favour of Tomstep, which you would expect with Inf against China, but that is quite a ratio, and Tomstep bags himself the first win. But a very good game to kick off this set. Lift though under a little bit of pressure now. To actually then win with the Vanilla China. Yeah, Ascension says Lift needs to turn Retaliation on. That would be my choice with these particular armies, yeah. Alright, we start with the player who is 1-0 up. It is Mr. Tumstep with the China Infantry. And in the top right, in the red, it is TruCk with the China Vanilla. Map commissioned and I think designed by Alfie Ace. Named Alfie's Haven. Sadly, Alfie is on a bit of a sabbatical / retirement from 0 Hour. Hopefully he comes back one day. I think he still checks into streams here and there, but was of course a pretty active streamer himself for some time. And we already see a different build here from Tomstep, going for a barracks and a war factory. Whereas from Lift we have an oil grab and a helix. Flamer first for Tomstep. And then this looks like second unit will be indeed an outpost. So pretty good counter to oil build here from Tumstep. You've got a minigunner going towards this position and a flamer going towards that position. Question for the chat. Can 2 red guard kill a minigunner? My instinct is to say they cannot. But actually, TruCk will get that oil and gets himself a dozer here as well. Tomstep's actually, I was going to say, has he missed it? No, he hasn't. So he does see that one now. And Lift is going to lose that helix, I think, because there's a minigunner in here. And the minigunner does indeed take out the helix. But the artillery platform putting on a lot of pressure. Flamer is taking out this oil. And the pressure continues. And Lift, I think, is looking in a little bit of trouble here. Hello, Malakar, welcome in the chat. Malakar on a little bit of a sabbatical. We wish him well. World Series Champion 2024. And in a USA time zone right now. So a very different time zone to what he was in. Maybe a 8-hour difference, I'm tempted to say. So have we coped with the jet lag yet, is the question. So Tomstep has expanded quite nicely behind this, and he has got the oil cap live as well. So the whole strategy here was to put on quite a bit of pressure on Lift, and I think it was a good strategy because he went to deny both flanking oils and sent a pretty beefy outpost up the middle. Oh, and there's actually a minigunner in this building. And that is, look at it, you can see the gun animation here. Oh. The Helix and Flamer has been shot down. So this is looking very good for Tumstep at the start of this set. 2 extra Flamers are coming in. Tumstep is everywhere at the moment. Taking full control. The map is turning green. Oh, Lift just lost 2 gats. Yeah, very off with his micro lift here, you have to say. Gonna have to use a MiG to delete that, but Tomstep is gonna make sure he does not get hunted, which was the mistake that Lift Truck made. And the pressure, there are green dots descending all around this red base. And that might be the GG right here and now. If that troop caller, yes it is, gets on those MiGs. And that was a pretty routine 2-0 in that second game there for Tomstep. So we will move on to Lift Truck's map right now. And it is Arctic Arena for Lift Truck. And I'm trying to think what would be a good matchup for Lift here. We have Tank Air. I think he likes that. I was more leaning to GLA Mirror actually, but Tank Air could be interesting. Alrighty, we're on Arctic Arena and we start with the player in green. It is GC Tumstep with the China tank. And down in the blue with the USA Air Force, it is OE Truck. But I do think this and Blue Hole are 2 of Lift's favourite maps. I think he's played Marikar quite a bit on both. Whereas I'm not too sure on how Tomstep is on this map actually. I know Tomstep seems to favour the Dralim Deserts and the Vendettas, maybe the slightly smaller maps. Or less eco, shall we say. So Lift's going for a bit of an oil boom here, whereas Tomstep's going for the traditional 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Interesting, because I'd be quite tempted as tank to go for a bit of an oil boom on here myself. So we'll see how this pans out. V is out for Lift. And Troop Caller first for Tomstep. Interesting. And the Gats. I feel like if Lift had gone up there, dropped off a Ranger, that could have been quite nice. He's doing that actually anyway by the look of it. He's going to this corner. But is he going to have enough to hold the rampage that is coming through the middle? I mean, he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 oils here. So, yeah, if he can hold this, he's going to be an amazing spot. That V's also putting on a bit of damage as well. Firebase getting erected here as well, but he's got to spend that money. This money has to be spent right here, right now, with what's coming in. And Tomstep needs to do critical damage right here, right now. because you do not want an air force on 5 or 6 oils. Lift truck choosing to sacrifice a V into those red guards. Meanwhile, the harassing V has been cleared up, and that GAT has driven into an outpost here. So I think Truck literally has just won this. Like, we did question the build order from Tumstep, but even delaying the Chinooks, that is not enough damage, because we are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils right now. And yeah, Tumstep only on those 2 supplies. Strat already being deployed here from Lift Truck. And you have to say, that wasn't the most tricky cleanup in the world either, really. I mean, Tomstep is trying to expand now, but I mean, Lift is about to push. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 Vs out. Ambulance is out as well. No real micro from Truck this set so far. Decides to laser lock here. Yeah, and actually 3 more GATs go down for free. And here's the move out. And there is no propaganda. There is a strat about to finish. This is 100% over. So this is a situation because when there are mismatches in the game, sometimes as a referee or a host, you have to make judgment calls on, is the game 50-50, who's got a slight advantage. It all gets a bit messy, and that's something, of course, we hope gets fixed with now the release of the source code and all the techie people working on fixing those performance issues. But if the game was to literally blow up right now, Lift Truck gets the win. There is no way that Tomstep is going to win from this position, and he knows that himself, and that is GG. Well, both players looking pretty good on their map picks so far. Lift Truck with an opportunity now to level the score. So, Saf1 says Lift likes big maps because he has poor micro but good macro. That's a fair analysis. He likes to spend time on expanding and spamming rather than controlling units. I've seen that from him many times. Yeah, I mean, in this game, the micro was pretty good, I would say. But yeah, micro I think definitely cost him in game 1, actually. Yeah, for sure. Alright, we start with the player down in the south. That is Mr. Tomstep with the USA Air Force. Opting for the vivid green. Is this a new colour for Tomstep? And up in the blue, it is Truck with the China tank. Ooh, that was a bad timing with that comment, Johnny. We already know it's going 6-0. It's 2-1 as you as you type that. Of course, my reaction is delayed. We have a delay on the stream. Yeah, and here's the difference in build. So I did say, is it better for tank to go oils? And it seems Truck agrees. Tumstep, meanwhile, that looks like either pure no eco or no eco with the oil grab behind it. So the build, if you're doing that, is you get a V and an ambo, and then you also get some rangers and some caps. It actually looks like Tomstep's researching the capture building upgrade right now. So I reckon this is 1 V, 1 ambo, and an oil grab. So the V is going to look to do as much harassment and damage as possible. So red guard deny, truck killing, etc, etc. And he's looking to get oils behind that. Problem is, there's a lot of different red guards to deny here. Lift has sent a lot out on the map. Oh! No, this is not the fake oil grab with no eco. It's actually the fast strat. Okay. Thoughts on that here? Thoughts on that? He's done it weirdly, Tumstep. Normally you get like a full V if you're doing this strat. And then an ambo. And he's actually got 2 Vs. And there is the S&D, which he hasn't deployed yet. So he sees the whole map. Probably thinking about where to deploy the carpet. That is obviously going here. As soon as you hear S&D as the tank player, you know what's up. And Lift is automatically dropping an extra war factory. I think that is wise. Not the best carpet here either. So Lift Truck is now with the advantage. I feel Tomstep needs to get a lot done and fast. Now Lift's reaction is to drop down 2 extra war factories. I do like the choice to spam tank hunters here. And Tomstep's kind of walking straight into them. I think maybe he was hoping to get on top of that production. Unfortunately for him, the tank hunters are being produced en masse. And this is the thing, Lift Truck is rich. So he can make an awful lot of tank hunters right now. Meanwhile, there is a gat in the base of Tumstep here, and he's having to micro in 2 locations, which is never really what you want. Oh, props actually already on 80%, so Lift cancelled that war factory. Tumstep has got good micro though, and Lift needs to bunch these up here. But what happened here? Did he lose that V? No, it's actually gone up here. So Tumstep is absolutely completely all in. I mean, I think Lift's got this. Tumstep is looking for that last dozer. That Gato is actually proving to be pretty handy for Lift Truck here. Yeah. Nah, this is no way. No way for Tumstep. You cannot, even with S&D out micro GAT ECM on this much economy. So Lift Truck will be pleased with that, levelling the score here. And Procrastinator right now is asking for 2-2, and my judgment would be it absolutely is, yeah. Tomstep has actually sold his war factory now. Not even to fund a Chinook, but to fund a couple more MDs, weirdly. I mean, you are majorly ambitious if you think you can out-micro a 2 war factoried GAT ECM tank on with 1V. But he's still trying. Lift's micro is really shaky, really shaky. I mean, he's just hitting the drone there. I guess you can see why Tomstep thinks he can win with 1V. Lift even now adding an airfield though, so might even be researching napalm right now. I guess Tumstep's carpet might be coming round soon again. But you still got to be able to kill both dozers to have any chance with just the 2 Vs. And this might be the one this might be one of them. This might be one of them. And a carpet there would be the other. I mean, it would be a monumental throw if Lift Truck loses this game. That is 1 dozer, but at the expense of 1V is the issue here. So even if he hunts him at this point, can you kill that army with 1 Humvee? And the answer to that question is no. GG. And 2-2. Well, competitive games so far. Both players looking, I would say, clearly better on their own map choice, interestingly. Correct. It is the new map now. Correct. The new map. Yeah, true. So this is called Ancient... Who is it? Am I being a silly willy? Ancient Killing Arena. Why can't I see it? Why can I not see this map? I've played on it, so that is bizarre. Why don't I have it? That is generally bizarre. I don't know why I can't see it. So let's do one game here, then we'll call you guys, I think. Yeah, need to regame. Don't know why I don't have the map. I thought I had the map. E-map and armies. Armies truck. Has Windows Update been trolling me? Very, very odd that. Let's have a look. Yeah. I've played this map multiple times. That is bizarre why I don't have the map. Anyway, we shall restart our game. I'm not going to try to understand why my techie is failing. Okay, we're back. Did he regame? He knows the map. Okay, brand new map. That is a good point, Joker. I might have been the dual army tournament that I played it in. That is a very good point. Okay, in the bottom left, we have the player in blue. It is TruCk with the USA Air Force. And up in the top right, in the green, it is Tumstep with Vanilla GLA. And this is Ancient Killing Arena. So, we have 2 supplies here, a few crates there, and oils. Not a massive amount to fight over in the middle, but there is something to fight over in the corners, and that is a 30k supply dock and a few crates as well. And it's always worth hovering over crates to not be caught off guard with how much cash is actually on them, because on some maps, some cheeky map makers decide to put sneaky 7k crates. Anyway, this is interesting. We've got Comanches coming out of lift truck here. And just your standard 2 supplies. Or... Is there any water on the map that's going to kill my base? No. Hey! That is funny. I'll just write in chat announcement after this game. I'll actually call Tumstep and TruCk and get their live reaction as well as your guys' reaction as well. Well, that's a good start for TruCk. He's killed the first tech. Doesn't clean up that worker, spinning around a little bit with his Comanches here. Doesn't have the stealth upgrade as of yet. Looks like he's doing a full sort of reconnaissance on checking for sneaky tunnels. Oh, and that might be a bit risky. She's so far so good for TruCk. Denies 1 oil. And Tomstep is a little bit pinned, but for some reason TruCk did not deny that tunnel. Will that come back to bite him? We shall see. He's getting an MD. Where are the Comanches right now? They're sort of spread out everywhere, really. Yeah, I can't believe he's missed that, actually. Comanches everywhere. I think he's just seen it now and probably he's kicking himself here. And Tumstep's just popped. Fortunately for TruCk, he got an MD in that building. And I'm sure TruCk is tempted to just rocket pod this position. One oil does get picked off here. Pretty much for free. Don't think he took any damage with that. TruCk actually opts to just kill that oil now that he's lost control of this position, which I think is fair enough. Lift himself is expanding in the bottom right and got an oil himself, and here's a big moment. Quads push into this building, but is that the fight Tumstep want to take? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about 7 quads went down there and only 2 Comanches. I think Lift will be happy with that trade. The XP reflects that. And very optimistic there. Trying to capture that oil. And I like this from TruCk actually. Because his main focus is obviously the pressure from Tomstep here, and he's just adding a little bit of defense around that expansion there, and he's getting his strategy center as well. 1, 2, 3, that's 6 Comanches there. Oh, we lost a vet 1. Probably worth to try and save the pilot. Extra firebase being added. And Lift certainly doesn't want to allow another sneaky tunnel up, and that does go down. Tomstep wants to clear that building, and I think potentially should have committed to killing that oil there, but might be a little bit worried at Lift's jumping on this tunnel area. Nice use of the Chinook here as well. To pick that RPG off, he does. And yeah, this whole area is going to get cleared. A lot of MDs in there. And both players kind of attacking where the other player is not right now, but does that suit the Air Force, who is about to get level 2 here? No, 4 XP away. That will unlock the carpet, of course. Ooh, Oh, he popped a radar van there, Tumstep. Which is quite nice. I think TruCk generally is quite confident with his Air Force at the moment. Has been playing a lot of air games as well. Had a pretty good run in the recent DV3 Air tournament as well with Hummy and Aurora. I believe was the Air Force player in that team. Alice at 20%. And does Tomstep feel he's got to get something done? My feeling would be yes, but do you want to be in a position where you have less quads than Comanches and a bunch of NDs on the ground as well? And Lift's going to jump on this. Tomstep goes back for now. I mean, these are getting produced even cheaper as well with that refinery. More quads being added. I think Lift missed a little bit of an opportunity there, because that is a significant increase in the army. And Lift just barely paying attention. Those MDs. Does get himself the carpet. But knows himself if Tomstep's popped that many units, he can then basically clear an entire position on the map. Tomstep really should just jump into the base at this point. Decides to head right. And this, if Lift kills the supply, is actually going to get Lift well on the way to level 3, yeah. And he does have his CC as well. So Tomstep's actually swung round here. I would be expecting a carpet deployed on this push. It's kind of lined up perfectly for it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's more than enough. Oh, I say that, and Lift somehow managed to fly all his Comanches over a couple of tunnels here. Well, I say all, some. Unnecessary sloppiness from Lift there. Lift is now going Vs. Is it too much to do all of that? I mean, the Vs, S&D Vs, of course, do own the quads, but I mean, if you have like 40 Comanches, do you really care about unupgraded quads? Especially if you get veterancy on them. I mean, the trade there was like 5 quads to 2 Comanches. Yeah, I just think both players have been very cautious here, which is surprising. And just based on the matchup, I think that cautious approach suits the Air Force. Because the later this goes, the worse it's going to be for Tumstep. And, I mean, this is now bad news. Fully loaded S&D Humvees. You can kite these quads all day long. So Lift from 2-0 down is actually at the intermission going to take a lead here. Oh, and that's a Fargo pop. That is a Fargo pop. Not one Comanche went down there. And Tumstep GG's. Right, it is announcement time, guys. It is announcement time. See if the players happy to jump in a quick call. Oh. Okay, I'll call in 10 seconds. Okay. Say when you're both back. Alright guys, we will wait for these guys to return. And I can clear my throat for an absolutely massive announcement that I've been given the pleasure of announcing, so yeah, lucky me. I'm actually going to be ready. Potentially even just change my stream title once I've done this. I'll actually put it in title of this event just because I think it is, yeah, big news. Okay, that's cool.
Yo.
Hello. Hello. Nice to actually take a call mid-set. Normally people get interviewed like well, sometimes before, but normally after the set. You guys are obviously still locked in the challenge, but I'll announce this for you guys because and the viewers because I've been given the pleasure to do this. So.
I'm so curious. Yeah.
So already the World Series prize pool is at $1,500. We've had a donation this stream, and also Red versus Blue has promised some. But the announcement is from Mr. AKA Baloney.
Yeah.
He is adding $10,000 to the prize pool.
Wow.
So we have a current prize pool of approaching $12,000, and we are still quite a way away from the main event.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that is the announcement. We have known that in staff for a few days, but Jazz asked me to cast your show match here and said, "Can I do the announcement?" So we've got your reaction live there. I mean, every year the World Series is getting bigger and bigger, but based on that alone, bear in mind Oxygen has not contributed yet, and he normally always does. This is already now looking to be the biggest World Series ever again. So
yeah, it's epic. We need good players back. Vivid, I don't know, some others as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a chance. Vivid, he did appear when he saw the source code release. He wrote some messages in Discord and basically said he might try and get on in the future. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, Marikar will be back. And it's just good news for the game. I was also asked to ask you guys about this map, what you think of it, but you haven't done the reverse of this yet.
I still haven't seen the dam. Where is the dam?
I don't think there is a dam on it.
There is no dam. I was trolling you.
Oh my day.
You're really scared of it. Oh my god.
Of course, I never played in it. I thought there's a dam or there's the sneak attack is gonna appear in my base or something.
No, there is not. I know this map. We played like it was, I think, Double Trouble tournament. Yeah, ExCaL. I think you remember this map.
Oh, okay, that's why then.
Yeah. We played this map on that tournament, but it's different map because there are like 4 spots because of like there are bots, but. Yeah, I have played on this map before, and it's cool map, to be honest.
Okay.
It's good.
Alright, I liked it. Quite good.
Alright, cool. Well, let's jump back into the set then. But yeah, you guys were the first to hear it live as such, because everyone else has a delay. But there you go. So World Series gonna be amazing. Gonna be sick.
Big thank you to Akaboloni. And all sponsors.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank to AK pull up. But now we need nickname back.
Yeah. Huge shout out to the sponsors. All right, let's continue.
Shout out to nickname. All right,
we'll continue the set. I'll see you in game. Alrighty. So there we are. I'm just going to change the title of this stream to the $10,000 plus announcement, which is kind of crazy. Our childhood game, new game for some of us, childhood game for many of us, including myself, goes from strength to strength like this. It's truly amazing. Alrighty. Players are ready. They didn't give us too much about the map other than they liked it. I mean, I think it's hard to be negative about a map when you have an announcement like that. My comment would be, I think Air's pretty favoured here. against most armies just based on the size of the map, but we shall see. It is Tumstep's turn to be the Air Force. He's down in the bottom left in the green. And in the top right, it is TruCk with the blue vanilla GLA. So yeah, I am expecting this to go 3-3 because just with the terrain, like the map size, especially as you can't really travel diagonally to your opponent's base, just means that, I mean, what do you do against Comanches here if the air denies your map control? But interestingly, Tumstep doesn't go for Comanches. I wonder if that will play into Lift Truck's favour a little bit here, because he's going for a bit of a tunnel deny here, and I don't think that's going to get there in time. Looking for it, I guess he was hoping it would be around here, in which case probably would have denied it, but it's not going to deny it from there. Yeah. And Joker says this map is dedicated to AKA Baloney, so... yeah, I think I missed a key point there, really, didn't I? There is also, of course, AKA's Magic, which I do think is a very nice map. Which is a tribute to AKA as well. And AKA's Magic was in the last World Series map pool 2. Oh, that was nice from Tomstep there. Actually intentionally shot the barrel. And unfortunately for him, it wasn't a perfect cleanup because the terrorist did kill that V. And this is exceptionally aggressive play from Tumstep. Really doesn't want to hang around, and Lift Truck seems on top of things so far. Although that dozer's actually going to cause economical damage, I think, here. Oh, he's not clicked in. Oh. So Truck has a good position here. He's going to be in the corner, and he's got himself an oil. Tumstep doesn't have an ambulance yet. So there'll be a point in this game where Tumstep will want to do critical damage with this move out, and it's coming right now. Yeah, and here comes the push. So 4 Vs, 2 Hellfire drones, 2 spy drones. I'd expect a repair drone on the Ambo. The Ambo gets damaged. And what will Truck's response to this be? Can't really pop here, so he's going to have to sell this. Doesn't sell it as of yet. He's counter-attacking, okay, interesting. This demo trap could be massive. Okay, Tumstep knows. Tumstep knows. Double TT from Lift Truck here, so that is the V production reset. A little bit of panic here from Tumstep. Blocks his own V. And Lift Truck not microing once again. Needs to manually click these MDs. He's doing it now. And that push really delayed Tumstep with his Vs, and Tumstep's under a bit of pressure now because Lift is expanding in the corner as well. 2 Vet 1 Humvees in play here. And is Lift just going to continue to counter-attack here, or is he going to try and defend, is the question. Ooh. V went down to an RPG. It's getting pretty funky, this game. The Lift Truck is losing his base. Yeah, he's pushing again. But not selling his buildings is giving Tumstep lots of XP. And there's actually a Vet 3 Humvee in the mix now. The push continues. Tumstep's got to make a decision. Oh, and he might lose a V here. He could have lost a V, I think, if Lift had targeted that damaged V instantly. Actually missed micros from both players here. More so from Lift, though, I would say. And Tomstep's actually decided to go back. That's a big decision. A big, big decision. Lift being so sloppy with these units and didn't get over here to deny the economy. Oh, Tomstep might lose a V here. He does lose a V. And now that XP is coming back to bite Lift Truck a little bit. Expect a gunship being deployed. Tomstep's got to make a decision where he wants to go with these Vs. Decides to go to the north. Lift Truck has not rebuilt his supply here. Has rebuilt it there, but he's not got enough workers on it as of yet. Yeah, and Tomstep's actually not even got his reactor right now. He's a little bit shaken, I think, by that intense counter-attack from Lift. Bit greedy with that tunnel from Lift. The Chinook range is obviously very big. There's also this bunker range here, and Tomstep has radar. Our Lift Truck is back on 3 supplies. He's got 1 oil as well. And Tomstep now looking to move to the left of the map. A pop from Lift Truck, and he catches a V, I think, here. Yep. Going to be very difficult to catch those vetted Vs, though. Very, very difficult to catch those vetted Vs. No palace deployed yet. Lift has the money to drop it. And more XP for Tumstep. Yeah, pretty intense game when we had that base trade situation. It looks like Tomstep's decision to go back was the right one. Lift is now starting his palace though, but once again, supply is reset by the Spectre gunship. There is actually a worker there. Lift is looking to push down the left side here. I think he should just gun down that oil. Kills 1V, MDs are cleaned up, but those 2 vetted Vs are coming back, so I expect all these quads to be cleared up. Another V goes down though, and actually that's pretty handy for Lift. The worker was indeed spotted. And Palace is almost complete. Ooh. V nearly went down there. Yeah, now Lift is trying to kill that oil, and if Tumstep doesn't get over here, he might actually do it. Combat Chinook being added as well. Oil goes down. But I think Tumstep's done enough here. He's actually mined out there. Could mine over here from these crates. Top left position has been cleared, and he's keeping Lift Truck off the bottom right as well. But I do feel like Lift is running out of steam here. We'll see how this pans out. Very nice target for the A10. Oh, didn't actually kill the oil. Just got the supply and the tunnel to the hole. 2 combat Chinooks in a mix, yeah. Yeah, it was dicey for Tomstep, but Micro was good in the end. And he just about did enough, but certainly Lift ran Tomstep closer than he did in the reverse, and there's only 1 quad out here. And actually Tomstep could just jump on that and the arms dealer. I'm surprised he's running away actually. 3 more quads coming from the bottom side. Spectre gunship on the oil. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't commit there. I mean, the combat Chinook could actually kill all 4 of those quads. I mean, he is forcing Lift to add more quads now, which that alone makes his Vs more impactful. There are 3 buggies out though, and 1 V will be taken out. Lift Truck GG's. And we are back to level. But yeah, I do feel that that is a very good map for Air Force there, absolutely. So we are back to Tomstep's map here. I think Tumstep's now. Since it went Tum, Lift, New. Are we back to Tum? Yeah. The Random Desert. Yeah, I did shout that out as a map he likes. I think Lifter's played enough on this map as well. I don't think it'll catch him off guard. Matchup will be interesting. Let's see what we get. Wow, Inf Demo. Nice matchup. This was one of the matchups from the recent Masters tournament. It is deemed as winnable both ways, and I believe it is. Illuminate says, is this the new patch? It is not the new patch. It is a World Series show challenge with the $10,000 mic drop from Mr. aka Baloney, so huge shout out to him. Yeah, I think Phoenix is right there. That was actually winnable from Lift. If he'd have been a little bit more precise with the quad micro. Very true indeed. Oh, it would help if I went observer. Okay, the topic is actually live, guys, from the Game Replay staff. With the announcement we just did earlier, the $10,000 drop from aka Baloney, as well as more prize pool sponsors and supporters coming in. So that is amazing stuff. That is on Game Replays. Alrighty, we have the next matchup on Dralim Desert. It is TruCk with Blue GLA Demolition. Down in the bottom left, in the green, it is Tumstep with China Infantry. Phoenix is saying he thinks Inf is favourite. I think the... how to say... the room for error with Inf is less, in the sense that if you just go Helix, fly it to their base, unload, you can win the game. Where that's interesting build. Blimey, what is that? I don't know what that is from Tomstep. Whereas with Demo, I think if the Demo plays absolutely perfectly, I actually think Demo is the better army here. But I don't know what this is from Tomstep. I've never seen this with Inf against China. Does he know he's Inf? Did he just go in Helix Flamer drop? Or is he doing a couple of MiGs? MiGs? This is new. I don't think one MiG kills a tech. I mean, we're about to find out. Mines on the war factory. 2 MiGs kill a tech. Good unload from lift though, so that's going to do some mining damage. The issue is, I mean, unless this flamer kills a supply, I just think this is good for a lift truck. I mean, there is no reason why you wouldn't do this with Vanilla China, for example. You're not actually playing to imp strengths. Lift sees this as well. Tower offering good vision. And another flamer in the mix. So napalm on this. Yeah, 2 MiGs don't even kill that quad. I mean, I actually think if the MiG hit there and there, it could be nice to kill a whole worker line. But yeah, I don't know about this really. I think Lift Truck's going to be quite happy that he's not had a Helix in his base or a big outpost flamer blob in his base. I mean, that's pretty nice for killing techs, you have to say. If trying to fight around this bunker. A little bit of an overextension there. Tumstep trying to flush the bunker out. Oh, and that's a mistake from Tumstep. Where is he looking? Where was he looking? Maybe here? Just lost 2 outposts. That flamer goes down as well. Well, Lift has a massive opportunity to win this set right now. If he closes this game out, you've always got a chance with... loses a MiG there as well. You've always got a chance with him. Even if you go Licks or Truck Rush, Outpost Flamer, something like that, you've always got a chance. If you guys are wondering whether I think Lift is winning this, at the moment, I would say he is, although... Tomstep's getting 2 oils. Lift has 2 oils himself. Palace has been dropped. But that part of the base is looking a little bit vulnerable. Still no napalm for the mix. Yeah, Merkel's saying the MiG on the workers would be a thing. Well, MiG on workers is actually a thing from CCG. Like, in 2v2, getting MiGs and just killing GLA workers, because GLA is a pretty weak faction in CCG. China is the better faction, or the best faction. Having one China just go MiG on the hill on Fallen Empire and just delete worker lines was always pretty nice. Now, this has been quite nice from Lift. He has sneaked in a little TT there whilst the MiGs were grounded and picked off on oil, so that's a big success. Maybe he's going to look to do something. Yeah, he's going to look to do something similar again. So wait for the MiGs to hit. Sneak in there. Tricky Twinkie says the Inflix can't drop vehicles, so weird. No, I think that's intentional. I mean, even the slot layout's very different. Yeah, a little impatient from Lift there. Didn't wait for the MiGs to strike. Then does lose that TT. MiG on the RPG is very nice. That is demo upgrade live. If these workers just got pulled here and detonated, which they are now, yeah, that's one outpost down. Very full outposts. Very, very full. Do we have a German ExCaL in the mix? Not yet. Any napalm in the mix? Not yet. We do have big armor. Oh, that's going to be a good demo bike. Ooh. 2 flamers, a minigun, and a tank hunter. So what's that? 9, 18, 2, nearly 2.5k of damage there. Yikes. XP is pretty even, having said that. Oh, what did I hear there? That is a Jarman, and that is not a hunt. He does have another dozer there, and he of course can take that back. Nice force fire on the mix. I do actually think killing the oil alone with the Jarman's worth it though, in this situation. And your lift truck on demo late game tech. It's kind of getting everything he needs to win this game. He's got worker's shoes. I think AB bullets are going to be next on the menu. He's got a good Stinger tunnel layout. Tomstep transitioned to helixes. No napalm still. I think these MiGs could have been more effective. With the napalm. Like, there's only so much you can get done with unupgraded MiGs. But Tumstep's focus now is to kick lift off this supply, and even if he does that, I still kind of feel lift could win, even being kicked off a supply in this situation. Like, you have to be quite grossly ahead, I think, as the imp to be able to win late game GLA for 2 reasons. The composition of what demo can make, and that's another unit which you do not want to see as imp. The markets, obviously, and finally the cash bounty. That might catch lift off guard, though. That could absolutely catch lift off guard. He does have AP bullets, so that shreds elixirs a lot quicker. That was an absolutely giant Scud launcher hit there. Yeah, and I think Tumstep's got to the point where he realises he's just got to fly in and do major damage right now. And he's identified the right side of the map as the place to go. Good. Oh my words. Oh my words. Holy, that was ganja mix right there. Blimey, that was bad. And TruCk takes the lead. Well, I would expect TruCk to do a build which is a little bit more meta. I mean, kudos for Tomstep for trying something new there. But there's trying something new and there's trying something effective, and they are 2 absolutely different things. And unfortunately that was new and not effective. Okay, we jump into the reverse, and Lift Truck, from being 2-0 down, is now in the lead, and he's down in the bottom left with the blue China infantry. And up in the top right, in the green, is Tomstep, the GLA demolition. Yeah. So this is certainly more meta, what we're about to see now from Tomstep. Hello, Tyler Mills. Welcome, welcome. It is a truck rush and it's a war factory, interestingly. Tumstep is very prepared, I feel, for aggression from the ground, from the truck, and from the airfield, looking at this tunnel layout. Bunker is going up. That's going to be close. Dozer might go down here. Dozer does go down. Bunker does get up. And I feel like if you see that as Tomstep, you'd be kind of worried about a helix, but it's not a helix. And yeah, did they miss a trick not going helix here? Ha! Tomstep stealing lift truck's crate. It's quite funny. Oh wow. Tomstep losing that on the mines. Truck's sacrificing a truck for the terrorists. And that outpost looking to sneak into the base. Tomstep pops some RPGs. And I like this decision from Lift Truck to actually rotate back and... I was going to say kill the oil, but... Yeah, he's going to kill the oil. But he's got to be careful. He's not paying attention. Bit late on the evac there. Yeah, Tomstep's not happy about that. He wants to save his oil. But I don't think he's going to, and he might lose a quad or two as well. Yeah, he looks at that and realises he's not going to save the oil. And that is a spike. It is a lift truck spike. Oh, late evac. Good flamer though. And I think most of those RPGs have been reset there. Something in that tech. This tunnel's going down. Lift truck's actually expanded behind this. Last Dozer is in a little bit of danger there. I think Last Dozer could go down. Ooh. Tomstep's still going for it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I actually feel Lift needs to add maybe an airfield. Opts for the prop. Because he's actually in a decent position if he doesn't get hunted right now. We've already seen a game whereby a hunt has cost him the win. Latency is a bit higher. That is absolutely Truck to blame for that. Yeah, I was going to say it's better trade for Lift Truck, and the XP is showing that. I think Tomstep has taken over Boyka's role though in the best sort of kamikaze TTs. Seems remarkably consistent and efficient with them. We'll keep our eye on this one. think it's popped from the left side. It's probably going for a hunt. It looks like there is a reaction here from Lift though, who's boxed this quite nicely. Interestingly, does not lock that with his easy... Okay, he does now. Oh! Bit of a mess from Lift Truck there. Oh! He really wants that hunt. Oh my word. He really wants that hunt. Not gonna get it though. Oh wow, what happened here? He forgot about his tech. That could have actually got the hunt. Yeah, he forgot about his tech. He was microing his quads here. Hello Ninja Habibi. Hello Zazut Habibi as well. Benbow in the chat. Welcome, welcome. What do I use to record my gameplay? Streamlabs. Alright, big moment in the game here. Good evac on the outpost so far. A lot of quads going down here. Another good evac on the outpost. More quads going down. Palace is complete. Lift Truck is almost level 3 though, and that is going to give him a lot of vision. I think that probably gives him vision of the palace. Doesn't evac here. Oh, that was a very loaded outpost as well. Big mistake from Lift Truck there. Oh wow. Nicely done. They've just got himself 2 oils though. Getting an airfield now. A little bit late to expand over here I feel, but he is actually mining from this position. Market at a command center being deployed by Tumstep. And, well, don't know what happened there, but whatever it was, Lift Truck is level 3. There's the arty, there's the carpet. Wonder if that's going to be on this whole tunnel setup here. It is. Oh, that bike. Pretty nice animation there. Jarman kill in the mix as well. So many units on the ground here. They're going to get cleaned up by Jarman. Oh! Jarman running a bit close to the outpost. Lift did not target it though. Yeah, Lift's micro for me has been left a little bit wanting, I would say, this set. Hello, Daoud. The last 30 seconds have been good for Tomstep, and he is pushing Lift back. I think Lift seemed to have a moment of not spending his money or doing anything, because there's 7k in the bank here. Yeah, and this is going 4-4, babies. It's going 4-4. Hello, Big Kenny. Size, are you aware of the announcement, my friend? Mr. aka Baloney dropping down. Nice demo ambush. Yeah, aka Baloney dropping $10,000 on the World Series 2025. That is a yes man and a lot of pizzas for the big size. No AP bullets from Tumstep as of yet, but he is pushing lift back, and that is not a situation you want to be in against late game demolition. Nice Jarman on the oil there. I feel like the very first carpet and arty might have been better there. Yeah, the bikes have been really on point for Tomstep here. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Tomstep very precise, like. I feel consistently he's out micro in lift truck. Whereby lift has sometimes made some better decisions, really, but yeah, it makes for an interesting set because we're now at 4-4 with lift truck's map. I don't know what happens if we get to a decider. I need to check the Discord group for that. I might actually do that now. What does Jazz say here? Oh, decider tank mirror on blue hole. Oh, sick. Okay. Oh, okay. The decider is also on this map, but I guess that's allowed. Tumstep says, be right back. Gives me a chance to catch up with the chat. Kick from OE for bad micro. Gordon says, I'm still there. He's got nothing to worry about. Yeah, how would you build your perfect player? You'd have Marikar's APM with vivid precision and micro, with Spalding's strategy, with big sizes quads, with Tumstep's, if you like, micro, and with Dommy's latency. That's the perfect player. That is literally the perfect player. Oh, we're ready. Ooh, that is a nice one. That is a nice matchup, that.
You have been defeated.
On this match specifically, it's a very interesting matchup. Abdamalik says, what's the best anti-inf? Yeah, I mean, Demo Palace deck's pretty perfect. Ambush, bikes, Jarman, quads. Yeah, Killer says for size, 30 large pizzas or a third place. Kenny says he can knock out Fargo for the 5th time. Size, did you catch that? The AK Baloney's dropped $10,000 on next year's World Series. He might have me muted, I don't know. Not like banned muted, just he might just not have volume on the stream. Tumstep's headphones, that was funny. Fargo's no eco, of course, I forgot that. Ganja's late game, that is true. Alright, we have TruCk down in the bottom left with the GLA Stealth. And in the top right, we have Tomstep's green USA super weapon. I'm actually being a bit naughty thinking about the combination of the worst player now. But it requires me to flame a little bit, so I don't know if I should do it. Like a mix of different players to create the absolute worst player. Be quite a meme. Alright, Tumstep's going for a little bit of pressure here. Drop and some rangers. And Lift, I think, was trying to... What was he doing with that terrorist? I don't know. Tumstep drops a ranger in the building here. And a dozer. Might try and erect an EMP here, actually. That would be pretty nice. He's a bit late doing it. What's he doing? Why has he not clicked an EMP there? Nope, doesn't want to do it. Just using it to delay here. While sending out 1, 2, 3, 4 rangers. Nice MDs in position. Kills the tech. And Lift Truck did not get a lot done with that, it has to be said. This is going to be a close call. Oh, big close call. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Lift needs to get up here. He is. Oh my god, Lift Truck is having a brain fart. He just about denied that, but I don't know what he was doing there. What has happened here? There's a red line on that tunnel. And another tech coming in. So Tomstep is now getting his war factory. Lift Truck. Bit of a mess this game so far, it has to be said, but could be stabilising. Wow. I was going to say, why has he missed that? He has denied it now. Loses the tech, but... That is a pretty good reset on the war factory, though. Would have been nice to take the reactor out too, would have really slowed Tumstep up. Lift is finally starting to explode a little bit. It's got quite a few oils here now. Got good tunnels set up around the map. And we are seeing some more spikes here. Maybe that's what's distracting Lift. Yeah, that's a nice use of flashbangs there. Like that he's taken the buildings as well. And he should clear lift truck out of that north side position. Lift's starting to get quite a few different supplies here. Spamming off 2 arms dealers. I think he got another TT here I missed on the war factory, so he keeps resetting that production. And it looks like he's going to do another one as well. Surprisingly, Lift has not dropped a palace yet, and he's not... Oh, he has now. He's not got workers on that supply. Oh, that is a bit of a misclick from Tomstep there. Loses a V. I think he's going for another reset on the war factory. There's just simply not enough Vs out here for Tomstep to do any sort of push. 5 terrorists in there. Might even take a supply with him. Could, if he retargets, he does not. And wow, that tunnel actually rebuilt. Hey, Hummy. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, if that Stinger gets up, that is going to be super duper annoying. Tomstep is coming down here to deny it, and I think he will deny it. Lift truck still on the 2 arms dealers, still no workers here. Oh, no cancel on that, actually. War factory has been rebuilt. Tomstep now adding another war factory. Seems like Lift is changing tact a little bit, wants to start getting rid of some of Tomstep's oils. Wow, and this is a bit rough for Tomstep because there are some spikes here. And generally it is worse for the player with Humvees than it is with the player with technicals. ET denied this time. Strat Center is on the way. Tomstep needs that. Needs it badly. If though already on a palace, and did see a hijacker somewhere. Don't know where it's gone. No power for Lift yet. Oh! Oh, he's got it now. He's got it now. Uh-oh. That is bad news for Tomstep. Yeah, I was looking the wrong side for that hijacker. He actually came through here. I actually like that decision from TruCk to pop, because if you're just resetting the V count, like, not a lot you're then worried about, especially when you've just secured power.
Search and destroy.
And that's kind of a success as well. Takes another oil. So Tomstep's down to the 2 oils. Whereas Lift Truck now is pretty massive on power. Pretty massive, yeah. He's got a combined total of 3 workers on these 2 supplies. But Tomstep can start to think about Alpha Auroras. That's an A10 an oil here. And Spectre Gunship deletes an oil as well. Now, I actually think this has been the worst game from both players. I think both players have played bad so far in this game, from my point of view. I think we've seen quite a lot of sloppiness, quite a lot of errors with control. And this is a majorly bad engagement for Tumstep, I would say. A very narrow choke point. Tunnels themselves are actually just trading with the Vs here. Bit of a repop from Lift. Can gun down another V, can gun down the building. Yeah, messy. Very, very messy. Even though we're about to say see alphas, I think you have to say advantage TruCk. The fact that he's on the power spam. Might be a little light on the tunnels. Here comes the first Aurora. Takes a few buggies down. Does get home as well. Now, I don't know why Lift isn't popping here, just picking off a few Vs. It's been a very poor game from Lift, this actually. Problem is, Tyler, TruCk has a command center though, so you need a hell of a lot of alphas to delete all of that, plus there's still a dozer hanging around here. Oh, look! That's gonna drop. That's a bomb truck. Oh, that. Oh, wow. There's your screenshot competition. What the? What? The levitating dead bomb truck. Meanwhile, we do have some Tovies pushing through this right side. We have an Alpha Aurora bombardment through the middle as well. And hold that thought, is Lift TruCk actually throwing this? It would be an incredible throw if he does. Tomstep's approaching level 5. Nice quad and stinger setup going on here. Nice, yeah, very nice stingers. Load of buggies about to go down here. Yeah, a lot of buggies. Well, Lift can just spam off power from 3 arms dealers, so it's an awful lot of units for Tumstep to deal with. And the problem is, he is taking losses all the time. Lift TruCk has not got cash bounty, I feel. I think he's forgotten that. So, as I say, I think it's been a pretty poor game from Lift TruCk, this. No, he has got cash bounty now. Alpha Aurora's coming in. He might lose 2 here. He doesn't retarget. He could have lost 2 Auroras. Oh my word. Lift TruCk, Lift TruCk, Lift TruCk. That stinger range is absolutely insane. Look at that. Tomstep must be thinking, what the hell is going on there? This is where the action's taking place at the moment. There's a fight in the valley. I heard an ambush. Yeah. I don't know why he put it there and not on the side. As I say, this has been about a 2 out of 10 game, in my opinion, for Lift TruCk so far. To the point where he still may actually lose it, and it would be an incredible throw. genuinely incredible throw if he was to lose this game. Does get a good pop here, and that is getting him closer to level 5. In fact, yeah, he's got all the upgrades. He is level 5. And that might be the swing that he needs. Another good stinger placement here. And you probably Anthrax here, and you're feeling quite good about yourself. Nice Aurora, once again. There is the Anthrax. Yeah, it's actually on the Alphas themselves. That is going to be painful. These Alphas are going down. The Ambo is in position though. It does save one of them. Jacob says, what's the decider? The decider is a tank mirror. Anna says, would it be worth to mix Avengers? I actually think at this point, your best bet is like making a load of EMPs and just spamming the Alphas. Problem is though, the terrain is not great on this map, so you do lack a little bit of space. And the power thing is rough because Lift Truck now has 2 scuds. Bit of a leaf coming in here. Yep. Another Aurora coming in as well. Ooh, that hit the neutral building there. It's amazing what these stingers have done. They've killed so many Chinooks. Oh, and there is a sneak. Alpha was in position. Oh! A very slow landing of the Vet 3 Aurora. And Aurora going down. Problem is here, Tumstep's not really making any ground, is he? Like, it's like whack-a-mole. You knock down some holes and clear some positions, and then GLA springs up somewhere else, and then you knock it out here, and then they spring back up there. It's a tricky situation. Particle cannon has been deployed. Wow, is that the best choice though? Don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Let me just reply to now in the chat. Do a little bit of troll. Yeah, Tomstep GG's. Very, very messy game that, but it is enough to take Lift Truck 1 away from the set win in this show match. And he's got a chance to close it here. If not, we will enter a decider. Okay, here we go. Tomstep has to win to take this to a decider. And we start with the player who is 1 away. Up in the top right is his Lift Truck with the blue USA super weapon. Down in the bottom left, got to win this to level the score. It is Tomstep with the green GLA Stealth. Wow. He's boxing. Usually, that is something you do not do against USA, because the USA can go in your box. And there is a drop coming. We'll see if Lift's eyes have lit up. Lift's eyes have lit up. And he's going to drive in that box. And he could even make an EMP in there. And that would be GG right there. Yep. Yep, lift size lit right up there. Now, if the capture building is from this, which I don't think it is, because, oh, he didn't pull it. Oh my word, if that gets up. Going to be close. Oh, he moved it. I don't know why he moved it. Why did he move it? Why did he move that? Wow. Wow, no tech veterancy from Tumstep. What is he up to here? Is that an intentional decision? I don't know. Ton of oils in play for Lift as well. That tech will go down. Tomstep, I think, is in a bit of trouble here. Oh, that would be funny if that actually went down and killed the oil. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oils for Lift Truck. Wow. Well, there's a tunnel getting up in Lift Truck space here. I don't know whether he hasn't seen it or what, or whether he's where he's looking. But yeah, that tunnel's going to get up. We also have a super tech on the field. Oh, Lift Truck, what a throw. What an absolute throw that was. Unbelievable throw. We're going to a decider. We are going to a decider. This... What I want to see is that bent... that bent tower. That looks rather interesting. Being destroyed and falling on those 2 war factories. That's what I want to see. But I don't think we're going to see it. Yeah, well, Tomstep's redeemed himself after a bit of a weird start, but the throw is on Lift Truck, really. Massive, massive throw here. And that is done. And that is the GG. We go to the decider. So we've had a full value set here, so I'm sure Jazz will be happy about that. And ironically, we stay on blue hole because the decider has been selected by Jazz. It is a tank mirror. sentences this game, I know, right? Holy macaroni. So, we have a tank mirror decider. Tank mirror is very good. And yeah, according to the Discord group, it is Blue Hole. So it's all on this. Would you get the Red Guard Veterancy over the Vet 2 Battlemaster here? Discuss. Up in the top right, we have Tumstep with the green China tank. And down in the bottom left, we have TruCk with the blue China tank. Because if you have the Red Guard Veterancy and you win all the oil battles and you get an oil boom, do you then automatically win? Or do you prefer to get the Vet 2 Battlemaster as, yeah, in any other map, it's mandatory to get the Vet 2 Battlemaster? Both players doing a very similar build here. Ooh, Tomstep's Dozer is not... Oh, he has got the Vet 2. Okay. Or the Vet 1, sorry. On the Red Guard. And Lift has not. So we see a variation from here. His answer says, any interesting choice of lager on this lovely night? It's absolutely wonderful, the weather here in the UK. I have just, I don't want to say demolished, but throughout this set, got myself through a Peroni. And I'm actually out of Peroni now, so might just have a cold ginger ale or something after this. Tyler says, what qualifies you for these tourneys? Well, Tomstep and Lift were invited as they are considered within the top 4 or 5 players right now. And they're also considered pretty close in level, and this set reflects this. But in terms of like getting yourself on the map, if you are a newer player or want to improve, I recommend you guys join the ZH Ladder Discord. I'm sure some mods can link that in the chat, because that is the official, at the moment, 0-hour ladder, and will very much be used for World Series qualifying 2025. So yeah, that is the way to go about things. We're about to find out here if Tumstep's Red Guard Veterancy is going to pay off. And let's do a bit of an oil count. Lift is about to have... Is he going to get that one? He probably won't get that one. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils. Tumstep's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got an extra oil based on that start. But actually, Lift can equalise here with the Red Guard down in the bottom. So you have to say it's not really been worth it, has it? We're about to see a major difference in strat choice. Tumstep adding a Helix, TruCk adding extra war factories and an extra supply. And he's looks like he wants to bunker off this corner as well. He could get caught off guard by this Lix. Dropping a bunker here. Odd position. I think could have gone here, but maybe he's nervous that there could be something coming. Although having said that, he's just AFK, so maybe not. Could be worried about this flamer in his base. And the Lix is being loaded up for Tumstep. Meanwhile, Lift has actually flamed down an oil, a repair bay, and the middle building. So yeah, Tumstep's going to want to get quite a bit done with this Lix. Gonna kill a Battlemaster. Lift Truck now knows. Oh, and Tumstep's already taken a lot of damage. Oh wow, and that is an amazing flamer from Lift Truck here. Gonna kill another oil of Tumstep, is he? Yes, he is, just barely. Tyler says, how do you climb the ladder? Yeah, the mods are sharing it. The mods are sharing it. Nice. Uh-oh, big moment here. Big moment. The Helix unloads. Oh, did that just die to the Battlemaster? It might have actually died to the Battlemaster. But I think this is very much advantage TruCk right now, who is expanding in the mid, pushing through the mid. There is another Helix being loaded up, but Tumstep's lost a couple of oils, but actually Lift is about to lose a couple of oils here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. He's not microing that bunker. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Tomstep's forgotten about that flamer. Oh, that could have been 2 oils dead there. And that is going to secure Tomstep level 3. So the Lix has paid off in an XP sense. Truck is actually offline here, but not the best engagement for Tomstep, and that actually in turn gives Lift a level 3 as well. But that flamer is very, very nice here from Tomstep, who's at minimum going to kill 1 oil here. I think it will just be the 1. So, interestingly, they've lost a similar amount of oils, haven't they? Actually, no. With the artillery and this one alive, Tomstep's actually up 2 oils, but Lift has an extra supply here. Tomstep, in turn, has a supply there. Artillery moving across the map. And he's actually deployed on a supply. It doesn't go for the oil in the base. Another Lix goes down. I mean, they've had an impact, but not a massive impact. Bit of a standoff in the middle. Tomstep has nicely secured that island and has a nuke. So in what was potentially an advantage to Lift is now an advantage to Tomstep. Lift Truck is adding the MiGs. Tomstep literally has 0 anti-air right now. 0. Imagine a Helix coming in from Lift Truck here. Oh wow, and the MiGs need to come down here quick. Because Lift Truck is losing a lot of Battlemasters. And Black Napalm MiGs are an interesting choice because the map's pretty choky, so a Firestorm on a tank army would be pretty nice. They can in turn be used to hit these helixes, so Lift Truck might not be so caught off guard by the Lixes, but Tomstep's actually got both nuke upgrades on his Battlemasters, and they are moving very nice and fast here. He has autoloader as well. Doesn't have any ECMs though, and they are helping Lift win the fight. And Tomstep has not X'd his units there, and that is a napalm. And that is a good engagement for Lift, but Tomstep is focusing in this bottom corner. The multitasking does seem better for Tumstep at the moment. Lift just... not sure about that. Do see a nice flamer here though. Yeah, look at those speedy Battle Masters from Tumstep. Wow, Tomstep's actually level 5. MiGs are back in play, and that is a Helix from Lift Truck. Yeah, and Tomstep's been incredibly greedy this game to not make any Helixes. Mine drop coming in. And an EMP in the south side. That's a nice EMP. He's adding GATs now. And an ECM. And another GAT. Oh wow, look at this. No anti-air here. And that is now level 5 for Lift Truck. So many Battle Masters going down. Oh, Lift is gonna lose that Lix. Yeah. And Tomstep has both corners right now. But this could be a bit of a clutch EMP. Actually is moving from that. Is that going to be on the mix? No, it's on another oil. So Tomstep is systematically killing the oils here. So it does have that economic advantage. But having said that, both players are floating anyway, so it's kind of less felt, really. And yeah, I mean, exceptionally chaotic game this. Nuke is due to fire in 10 seconds. And another oil does go down. Truck needs to get himself on that supply. Massive army here from Tomstep. Needs to come in. It's a decent firestorm. There's a random dozer here from Lift Truck. Don't know how that got there. Oh, it's on the army. Decent strike, actually. Half it on the main base. I mean, do you think the nuke would have been better like here? And yeah, Lift Truck is now broke, actually. That's something you rarely see. Player going broke on Blue Hole. That's right, Procrastinator, yeah. Of two flying units coming in here. One is a mine drop. Carpet that is shot down. Minks are putting in some good value, but corners and the oils belong to Tomstep right now. No trucks here from Lift either. Now actually, Lift's helixes I think can clear this whole army up. Lift truck regardless GG's, Tomstep GG's, well played. And Tomstep takes the World Series 25 show match and fundraising event and announcement event of AK Baloney's massive donation. Also massive shout out to Einstein Apples who donated to the pool as well. And congratulations for Tomstep to winning that challenge. I think that's $50 that Jazz sponsored to Tomstep there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe that's right. So GG's to him and well played to all the players. Right, I'm going to call it there, guys. That was a very enjoyable stream. Nice to chill on a Saturday night, do a little bit of casting for you guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And yeah, it's a positive year for ZH and exciting World Series 2025 to come. So I hope you guys have a very good evening and I will see you soon. Take care.